Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. Guys, it's always exciting to see that #1 ranking beside the team name. Coach has warned his team last week doesn't matter. They have got to be focused on this opponent who is very challenging. He said, I showed our guys clips of how tough they are and how on point we will have to be to keep that #1 by our name. No, that's not the focus. Execution and determination will be this week. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a gap. It's West. Pass to 6. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making the adjustment. Second down to the air. On the move. They get to him as he throws. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You can tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point was good. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the single back.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Perez to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Got room at the 35. Breaks away on the left. Ripping through the defense. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They're going to run it. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. First play of this drive. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field because...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's West. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Second and long here. On the ground, it's West. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.